probably the most important workout you're going to see every week is your weekend long slow distance run. I want to take some time today to explain the details about this workout because it's really important that you execute this precisely, and I want you to know why it's important. So I'm going to talk about that for a few minutes. First of all, we need to find your max heart rate. If you don't know what that is, and you only would if you recently engaged in like a 10-minute all-out effort and we're looking for that highest heart rate value in that 10-minute effort. If you don't have that number, then you're going to use a very simple but accurate formula to find your max heart rate. That formula is this: 208 minus 70% of your age. I'm going to say that again: 208 minus 70% of your age. We're going to use that as your maximum heart rate value. From there, you're going to find your zone 2 heart rate range by taking 60% of that maximum heart rate and 70% of that maximum heart rate to determine that zone 2 heart rate range. For me, that is 122 on the bottom and then 136 beats per minute at the ceiling of that zone 2 range. So when I'm out there running and I'm feeling good and I look at my watch and I see 140 beats per minute, you gotta slow it down. I gotta slow it down. No matter how good the song is, no matter how sunny it is, no matter who's out there, if some guy just sped past you, you can't react to it. You are not reacting emotionally when you're out there. You're responding to your heart rate data. I want you really focused on that, okay? Why? We're trying to build your aerobic energy system here. What does that mean? I used to race bikes many years ago and I had a pretty high level coach. And he was sending me out on the weekends doing 6-7 hour rides at 120 beats per minute. That was my range back then. That is mind-numbing boring. That's crazy. For 6 hours at that heart rate, it's boring. And I'm a pretty competitive guy. I want to go. I want to go hard. But you can't always just be pressing hard. We have other days for that. Today, I need you taking it easy. But why? I asked my coach those questions, and I'm going to share his response with you because it's always stuck with me. And I think it'll be meaningful to you as well. When you start your aerobic effort, it takes about 20 minutes for you to burn off your blood sugar, the blood sugar that's in your bloodstream. After that, your body's going to enter what's called a fat utilization process. Go online, read about it, ask ChatGPT about it. I don't want to get into the details on it just because it gets super technical. I mean, you can just go down a rabbit hole about it. But know this: you're going to be in that fat utilization process for the duration of this run. What's happening during this process is your body is looking for energy. We've got all the oxygen in the world, but nonetheless, you've got to move your muscle mass through this effort. And so in order to be able to do that for a longer and longer period of time, your body has to increase its capillary network. So you've got you know what capillaries are, right? And they're in your muscle tissue. And so during your effort, every 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, you're out there, that capillary network is expanding and mapping out deeper into the periphery of your body and your muscle tissue, your quads. Those capillaries are just extending around all those muscle fibers, trying to pull more energy, make more energy available into the muscle cells. So isn't that incredible? You are out there thinking that you're not really doing too much, but you're growing. You are literally on a cellular level growing. You're mapping deeper into the periphery of your muscle tissue. That's amazing to me. That's what you're out there doing. So put on a good song. Just chill. Don't go hard. Let the body fundamentally get to a place it's never been. All right? That's meaningful. So I know it may not seem like this is going to amount to much, but it is. Right now, you're at the bottom of that pyramid, building that aerobic foundation. Later on, we're going to add interval work on top of that, and then we'll add maybe a little bit of sprint work, and then you got race day. You'll be ready. When other athletes are trying to recover in between little micro bursts of hard efforts or in the transition zones, they're not going to have that aerobic reservoir to recover from like you. All right. So just know that when you're out there on these on these boring runs, it's for a good purpose. Change is happening. These are the moments you get faster. Remember that. And now you know what exactly is happening to make you faster in the future. Have a good run.